Rick made a paper football that was 1 1/6 inches long. Carly made one 5/6 of an inch long. How much longer was Rick's paper football than Carly's?
This is how you're going to solve 1 1/6 subtracted from 5/6. So, first you do your fractions. So, 1/6 cannot be subtracted from 5/6, so we have to borrow the whole number. And now, since we borrow the whole number, a whole out of 1/6 is 6/6. So, 6/6 plus 1/6 gives us 7/6. Now, we can subtract 7/6 from 5/6. So, we now have 7/6 subtract 5/6, which gives you 2/6. And since we already used our whole number, that's our answer. But we still have to simplify the equation because both the numbers are even. So, simplified, it would equal 1/3. And that's your answer.
D.
Hold on, where are you guys on?
What is 4 1/6 plus 3 1/5? A. 7 1/15. B. 7 2/11. C. 7 11/60. D. 7 11/30.
This is how you are going to solve the problem 4 1/6 plus 3 1/5. First, you have to find a common denominator, which is going to be 30. So, 5 times 6 equals 30, and that would be over 6. So 6/30 is the same as saying 1/5. But what we do to the bottom fraction, we have to do to the top. So we're going to multiply 6 by 5, which is going to give us 30, and 5 as our numerator. Now we can add our fractions. 5/30 plus 6/30 gives us a total of 11/30. So now that's our fraction. Now we have to add our whole numbers. 4 plus 3 gives us 7. So our total answer is 7 11/30.
In music, a 16th note often receives 1/4 of a beat, and an 8th note often receives 1/2 of a beat. How much of a beat would a 16th note and an 8th note receive together? A. 3/4, B. 3/8, C. 3/16, D. 1/4.
This is how you're going to solve 1/4 and 1/2. First, you have to find a common denominator. So the lowest common denominator here is 4. So to get 4, you multiply 2 by 2, which gives you 4. What you do to the denominator, you must do to the numerator. So 1 times 2 is 2. Next, we're going to take 1/4 and add it to 2/4, which is going to give us a total of 3/4. And 3/4 cannot be simplified.
The answer is A. Miss Jin said that 4/12 of the test items are multiple choice, 5/12 are short answer, and the rest are matching. What fraction of the items are either multiple choice or short answer? A. 1/12, B. 1/4, C. 3/8, D. 3/4.
Here's how you solve 4/12 plus 5/12. So, first, since both of them have a common denominator, you're going to know that you don't have to change the numbers at all. All you have to do is add. So 4 plus 5 is 9/12. 9/12 can be reduced. Both 9 and 12 can be divided by 3. So 9 divided by 3 gives you 3. And 12 divided by 3 gives you 4. So your total answer simplified is 3/4.
That means the answer is D. Terry and her friends bought a submarine sandwich that was 28 inches or 7/9 yards long. They ate 24 inches or 2/3 of a yard. What part of a yard was left? A. 5/6, B. 5/9, C. 1/9, D. 1/18.
This is how you are going to solve 7/9 subtract 2/3. So first you have to find a common denominator. The common denominator here is 9. So to get 9, we have to multiply 3 by 3, which is going to give us 9 as our denominator. And then you multiply 2 by 3, which gives us 6 as our numerator. So now we can add, or subtract, 7/9 from 6/9. So our answer is going to be 1/9.
That means the answer is C. Mary needs 2 1/4 yards of fabric. She already has 1 3/8 yards of fabric. How many yards of fabric does she need? A. 3/4 yards. B. 7/8 yards. C. 1 1/4 yard. D. 1 7/8 yard.
This is how you're going to solve 2 1/4 subtracted from 1 3/8. First, you have to find a common denominator, which in this case is 8. So the 4 has to go to an 8, so you multiply that by 2. So our thing there is going to be 2 2/8. So now 2/8 cannot be subtracted from 3/8. So we're going to take a whole number, and so that would be 8/8. And now we're going to add 8/8 to 2/8, which is going to give us 10/8. Now we can subtract 10/8 from 3/8, which gives us 7/8. 7/8 cannot be simplified, so that's the same. Now, if we go back to our whole numbers, which we had a long time ago, 1 subtract 1 is 0. So our answer is 7/8.
That means the answer is B.